replace it with a system called justice. But now justice in the system of white supremacy, in my opinion, was never clearly defined. I asked someone in 1994, I said, what's the legal definition for justice in what they call the Western Hemisphere? And I was told whatever Supreme Court judges say that it is. I had never asked that question before. I said, oh, okay, but Supreme Court judges change, and they change their minds. I said, so justice changes? And then I wrote a quote in the that I made up in the textbook for victims of white supremacy. I said, laws change, but justice remains the same. So having taken that position, I invented a term in 1994 for justice, and I think it will stand the test of time. And it consists of two parts. Justice, part one, is guaranteeing that no person is mistreated. In part two, guaranteeing that the person that needs help the most gets the most constructive help. The most constructive help in what? In everything. In all of the areas of activity. Economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war. And I underline the term, most constructive help in all of these areas of activity. Everyone must be guaranteed that. There's no such thing as having justice and you're going to leave somebody out. There's no such thing as justice for some and injustice for others. That's not logical. That doesn't make sense. And I've heard people even use that expression. In order for there to be justice for some, there must be injustice for somebody out there. No, you don't mistreat anybody, all right? That's why that first requirement is there. Number one, you got to guarantee that nobody's mistreated. I mean, and then you say, well, you mistreat a few people in order for, the other people to be able to do well. No, you don't mistreat anybody. You got to slow everything down and figure out how to go about doing what you got to do without mistreating anyone. You mistreat one person, justice is gone. It's out the window. One person anywhere on this planet. Justice is balance between people. Perfect balance. You got to get that. Now, it has never existed in recorded history, but that should be the goal. Anything short of that is woefully inadequate and totally unsatisfactory. Nobody should be satisfied with that. But we just breeze right along and say, oh, well, come see, come saw. I mean, things happen and all like that. No, and then claim that you got justice. No, you haven't. It's never been in recorded history a situation where nobody was mistreated and everybody who needed constructive help got it. There's no history book that will tell you that. And if I run across one, I won't believe it because I just don't think that it's ever been really seriously considered. Because the standard for justice has always been low. In fact, the dictionary says what? Justice, it gives words like what? Just look in any dictionary. You'll see the word fair in most of them. Well, fair is also synonymous with white. So are you saying you got to be white to get justice?
Good question.
Fair lady? Yeah. I mean, that word fair doesn't even spell like the word justice. Yeah. Fair is F-A-I-R. Justice is J-U-S-T-I-C-E. How did that word fair get in there?
Good
question. What I mean?
Yes, sir.
You have to pay attention to words. And I have that in the word.
Yes, you do.
Raise questions about that.